my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Moon Medicine Yoga. It's me, Allison, and today we're going to be talking about May's full flower moon, which this year, 2023, is going to occur on May 5th in the sign of Scorpio. This full moon is also a lunar eclipse. So today we're going to be talking about the different names for the full flower moon, the seasonal and astrological significance, as well as some rituals that you can explore to deepen your connection with the energy of this full moon. Before we begin, like this video, and if you're new here, subscribe and join us for informational videos like this, as well as yoga aligned with the moon, the seasons, and the wheel of the year. In fact, the full flower moon yoga class is going to be ready soon, and once it is, I'll link to it below, and you should come back and check that out. So without further ado, let's begin. May's full moon is most commonly known as the full flower moon. This moon typically occurs in May and is known by various names depending on culture and region. In parts of Europe, this moon is known as the milk moon, which is associated with the milking of cows during the spring season. The hare moon is another name for this moon, which comes from the idea that hares are most active and visible during this time of year. They're also known for reproducing at high rates. In some Native American cultures, this moon is called the corn planting moon, as it marks the time when crops are traditionally planted. The full flower moon is a time of abundance, fertility, and growth. It's a reminder that nature operates in cycles and that we can tap into these energies and align with the natural flow of life. The full flower moon in May rises in the sign of Scorpio, a water sign that embodies the depth of emotions, transformation, and mystery. Scorpio energy invites us to delve into our own emotional depths and to explore the mysteries of our inner world. The full flower moon is associated with the green time of spring, the season of fertility in nature as the earth flourishes with lush greenery and new growth. This fertile season also reminds us of the natural cycle of life and death. Just as flowers bloom and wither, Scorpio's transformative energy highlights that growth and change often require releasing the old to make way for the new. This natural shedding process is mirrored by the moon's waning phases, gradually diminishing in size until it reaches its new moon phase. During Scorpio season, or when the sun is in Scorpio, which falls 6 moons or 1/2 turn of the wheel after the full flower moon, we celebrate Halloween or Samhain, also known as summer's end. So this period represents the end of the life cycle, where we prepare for winter and the time for rest and regeneration. So here we are in May, the time to celebrate Beltane. We're in the beginning of the life cycle, the beginning of summer. It's a time to honor newness, fertility, and birth. Additionally, this is a time we're tending to the gardens of our outer and inner landscapes. At this point in the spring, we're deciding which of our seedlings to nurture into full-grown plants. We're also deciding which seedlings we have to weed out to make space and save soil nutrients for the chosen ones. Similarly, we must embrace the cycles of life and death through our process of manifestation. Things need to fall away for us to move forward. All things in nature are in various stages of being born or withering away. It's necessary for us to see the beautiful balance of these cycles and to embrace them as we grow as human beings. By connecting with nature's fertility during the full flower moon, we can also tap into our own creative energy and potential. Similar to the seeds that sprout and grow in the soil, our dreams and aspirations need the right conditions to thrive, and we have the power to create those conditions. Scorpio's energy reminds us to trust our own inner fertility and creative potential, while remaining open to the mystery and magic of life. So we're going to take a quick break, but I'll be right back to talk about full flower moon rituals, as well as what to expect from the lunar eclipse. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so let's discuss how this particular full moon coming up on May 5th will be a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth passes between the Sun and the Moon, casting a shadow on the Moon and blocking its light. A penumbral lunar eclipse will occur during May's full moon as it passes deep into the outer part of Earth's shadow. While blood moons or red moons occur during total lunar eclipses, and that's because of the color cast by the Earth's shadow, this particular eclipse will not have that signature reddish hue. Sky gazers can expect to spot a slight shadow cast upon the moon at the height of its eclipse. In astrology, eclipses are known to be powerful portals of transformation, bringing significant shifts and changes to our lives. They often act as catalysts for inner growth and self-discovery, as well as external changes in our relationships, careers, and other areas of life. The energy of a lunar eclipse is amplified by the full moon, which is already a time of heightened emotions and intuition. But during this eclipse, the moon will be in the sign of Scorpio, known for its intense emotional depth and transformative power. So this combination of Scorpio's energy and the lunar eclipse is likely to bring some intense emotional experiences and opportunities for growth and transformation. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio may bring up themes of personal power, sexuality, and transformation. It may be a time to examine our deepest desires and hidden emotions and to confront any patterns or behaviors that no longer serve us. It can also be a time to release old emotional baggage and to embrace our inner power and resilience. Additionally, the timing of this lunar eclipse is significant as it falls close to the Beltane festival, which marks the halfway point between the spring equinox and summer solstice. Beltane is a time of fertility, growth, and celebrating the abundance of life. So this eclipse can amplify the energy of Beltane, bringing powerful opportunities for growth and manifestation. So by request, we're going to talk about some full moon rituals that you could try at home or in community to deepen your connection with the moon and the season. Let's start with some water work. Scorpio is a water sign and an invitation to contemplate water. Water has big spiritual significance across cultures, often associated with mystery and the unknown. And this is perhaps because water is vast and powerful and seemingly bottomless. Water is essential to life, and its movement and cycles remind us of the cyclical nature of existence. In many traditions, water is believed to be the conduit for spiritual energy and is used in purification rituals and spiritual practices. In Scorpio, a water sign, water takes on an even more significant meaning. Scorpio's transformative energy invites us to dive deep, so to speak, into the mysterious depths of our emotions and psyche, to explore our innermost thoughts and feelings, and to embrace the unknown. Water, in this sense, represents the flow of life, the tides of emotions, and the ever-changing nature of existence. To keep it quite simple, you can just find a quiet spot near a natural body of water, such as a river or a lake, and simply take a few deep breaths to ground yourself. Visualize the water as a symbol of your emotions and intuition, and allow yourself to fully connect with the natural flow of life around you. Take a moment to reflect on any areas of your life where you may be feeling stuck or stagnant, and imagine the water flowing through and washing away those negative feelings or limiting beliefs. Water rituals could also include things like water meditations, moonlit swims, or making or preparing moon water. Another wonderful ritual for the full flower moon is to take a flower bath. You can find floral infused bath salts or even use floral essential oils in your bath. And this would really channel the reproductive, life-giving qualities of both flowers and water, while also submerging yourself in the purifying qualities of water. Another element to harvest during this moon is fire. We just celebrated Beltane, a fire festival, and fire is an element associated with spring because of its transformative qualities. This is a season of transformation, and we honor the cycles of creation and destruction vital to the balance of nature. The full flower moon is a beautiful way to harness the power of fire in this way. You can build a small fire for yourself or gather with a small group, add in ritual, by writing down intentions or goals that you have on pieces of paper. And these are goals that you might have for the coming months. And take turns throwing them into the fire. As you watch the flames dance and flicker, visualize your intentions coming to life and manifesting in the months ahead. We know that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So as your offerings enter the fire, you can visualize that energy being transferred from one state to another. In this case, a thought or matter of consciousness written on paper is leaving one form to become another. Trust in your powers of manifestation, your powers of fertility and creation to move that energy in a way that aligns with your path. Lastly, you can create flower crowns. This is another wonderful ritual to do on your own or in a group. Gather a selection of fresh flowers, ideally from your land or maybe from a local farmer's market or garden, and spend some time creating a beautiful flower crown. As you weave the flowers together, reflect on the themes of growth and transformation that are present during the spring season and during the full flower moon. So these are just a few ideas to get you started. Remember, the most important thing is to connect with your own inner wisdom and intuition to allow yourself to fully embrace the transformative energy of the full flower moon in Scorpio. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for joining me for this deep dive into the full flower moon. I'll be back really soon for our full flower moon yoga class. When that's ready, I'll link to it below. Before you leave, like the video and say hello in the comments. I really love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to join us for more of these, and also yoga aligned with the moon and the seasons. Thanks again for being here. I will see you again soon on the mat and under the moon. Flower infused or floral infused bath salts. My dog's streaming. Toby! It's okay.